We are all going to end up in one of these one day. It's what you do between now and getting here makes your life worthwhile living. Hi, Les from Retired and Living the Dream. Another video, another topic today, and I'm walking down to Redcar again. So a walk and a talk. And for those people who know a little bit about Redcar, can you guess where I am at the minute? How many people have walked underneath the tunnel of the racecourse? Now it's been a lot of years since I've walked underneath the tunnel at Redcar racecourse. So we're going to see a different walk today. I'm going to walk down Redcar Lane. I'm going to go underneath the tunnel and see how much it has changed at the top of Redcar Lane, where the college used to be, and where Turner's Mill is the pub. So who remembers walking through here, whether you're at school or whatever? Brings back many memories, because I used to walk over to here when I lived over on the Ings estate, going to see my mother who lived on the Lakes estate. So Redcar has some fond memories for me. It's a good place to live. There's some murals on the wall, because there is a cadet school, I believe, or there was a cadets at the end of the tunnel here. So, how's everything going? I'm almost into my, well, it's my 5th week today. I've been here now back in the UK 5 weeks. And here I am again on a jacket, because it's 9 o'clock in the morning and it's a bit chilly. Although the sun's come out, it's still a bit chilly. So I'm walking down to Redcar. But I think as soon as I get into Redcar, I'll take the jacket off. I think it'll get warmer. So now when I get to this corner, I'll pan the camera around so you can see at the end of the tunnel. This used to be all fields, and now it's all houses. The old electricity station still there. But look at all of them houses. Wow. A lot of building going on in Redcar, which is good to see. Because obviously the more people that live in Redcar and houses, it brings more income to Redcar, and that's what Redcar needs. Anyway, getting on to the topic. Retirement. When should you retire? Now I'm going to talk a few things about this, about the importance of retire when you can, as soon as you can, for as long as you can. And the reason for this is getting old doesn't last for very long. And I've got to turn around and say, I'm over here because of family reasons. My sister's ill and she's in hospital at the moment. She's a couple of years older than me. But since coming back to England, even for these 5 weeks, I've got 3 friends who are suffering from lung cancer. 3 friends, lung cancer. All in their 60s to mid 60s. I've got another friend who I help introduce into Thailand, Dave, Canadian guy. He came over back to Thailand after selling everything in Canada, and on his first day he had a heart attack. So go and say hi to Dave. He is retired, don't give up, or retired, don't give in, I should say. Let's have a look at his site. He's on the journey to up sticks and moving everything over to Thailand. So have a look at his channel. It's only a new channel, but you can ask him any questions, certainly if you're Canadian, on the process of moving over to Thailand, and I'm sure he'll help you on your way and tell you what he did and how he worked it out. But it wasn't a good start to his journey to up in sticks and moving totally over to Thailand, because heart attack on the first day. So morning. So here we are. There's all the houses behind me, and then we have the Ings Estate. There's Turner's Mill and some shops over there. As we come down to here, coming down to Redcar Lane. So this is where we'll be doing the chat down Redcar Lane. So retiring. When all's said and done, your retirement years should be the best years of your life, because let's face it, you've worked all of your life to get to this moment. Fingers crossed you should be financially solvent, unless you've gone through bereavement, divorces, losing your businesses, etc, etc. So not everybody is totally solvent when they get to retirement age. That's why many people carry on to work, because they feel they'll never get to that stage where they can retire without the money. But I'm saying, and I've helped many people retire over to Thailand who were just on the state pension, roughly £800 a month. And if you're fairly healthy, no serious illnesses type of thing, even at 65 you retire, or 66 as it is now, to get your state pension, you can live a relatively good life for £800 a month. Now this is where I used to live, around here on the racecourse estate. Bought my house here, got divorced here. Beautiful area, I've always liked this area. So that was a kick in the proverbials for me when that happened. Worked for everything and lost everything. And I've done a few videos on that, going through divorce and bankruptcy and things like that, so have a look. So this is just a sort of video to tell everybody you don't have to be wealthy to live over in Thailand. You don't have to be wealthy to live elsewhere in the world. You just need to make a few adjustments and, you know, readjust everything. So getting back onto the people who I've helped live in Thailand for £800 a month, and it's possible. Okay, if you're on that amount of money in the UK, you're going to get certain benefits for housing and things like that. And if you live in Thailand on your state pension, you're going to get none of that. Insurance is a big thing in Thailand. I would suggest everybody has medical insurance. Now there's a thing called self-insure, where you could do that yourself. For instance, if you've got like £20,000, you can obtain a retirement visa, and what you could do, that £800 or £20,000 is your emergency fund backup. So if you were in hospital, then that would help towards the treatment if you needed so. Now some people say £20,000 isn't a lot of money for healthcare in Thailand, but if you go to the public hospitals, in my mind, you get good enough treatment comparative to what you'd get in the NHS here in England, and you'd get treated a lot quicker than you would do here. I've got emphysema now, or mild emphysema, which was diagnosed a year and a half ago, but because I've had my medical insurance for 10 years, that sort of covers me anyway. So don't be afraid that to pull the plug you need a lot of money. There's other places you can live in the world where your state pension will be enough to keep you. Here we are in August, and behind us I'm walking into Redcar now. It's very cloudy. August, and I've got a jacket on. I like the sun every day. It's warm every day where I live, and that makes you feel good inside as it is also, because that feeling of contentment, happiness, warmth all the time, and the amount of money that I've got a private pension, and my state pension kicks in 2 years time, then I'm going to be very okay to live in Thailand. I'll have in the regions of £2,500 a month to live on, which is substantial. Whereas if I had that in the UK, to live in a nice area, £1,000 of that would be for house rental. So I don't own a property in the UK. So if I ever come back to the UK, I'd have to rent. and renting property in Redcar isn't cheap. Again, there's all Rye Hill School there. They've built on some of the land there, so that's all new houses. Redcar Lane has always been a nice area to live in. I've got a few friends who live around here, and I'll be seeing them over the next few days. So anyway, making the move over to Thailand, or making the move anywhere out of the UK if you fancy a change in your retirement age. What it appears to me is that the government, this is how they would prefer it, that you worked for as long as you can, and then the day you retire you die, so they don't have to give you anything. I mean, let's face it, working now, the retirement age is 66, it's going to be 67, and there's talk of eventually making it up to 70 years old. Working until he's 70 years old, it's disgraceful, it's disgusting. What type of life are you going to have being retired at 65 to 70? Once you hit 65, that to me is sort of the figure of when things start to go wrong with people. Like, I know the 3 people with lung cancer. I've got a friend who's got dementia. So it's when you see people like that, for me, it triggers a subconscious feeling that I've got to do what I can whilst I can, for as long as I can. And this is what I'm saying to everybody else. Do it for as long as you can, whilst you can. Because when you get older, aches and pains, illness starts creeping in, then you can't do all the things that you wanted to do. So retire as soon as you can, for as long as you can. I'd be happy to show people how you can live sort of a good life in Thailand. I've done many videos. I've done over 400 videos about various things in Thailand and how to live the good life if you want. It's fantastic. I live 30 minutes away from a tropical beach, one of the top 10 widest beaches in the world. Beautiful. England is a beautiful place. There's a local park on Redcar Lane. So don't get me wrong, I'm not negative against England. I just found that there are cheaper places to live in your older years where it becomes more affordable. So I've decided to move away from England. I've always been an adventurer, I always wanted to do different things, and I chose to move away from England. And there's various reasons, and you'll see on various videos my explanations as to why I made the move to Thailand. When all said and done, we all have a choice. If you want to live in England, fantastic, go for it. There's some lovely parts of England, without a doubt, but I find it expensive. I find that I would struggle living in England on the salary or my pension that I get. It would feel a bit better when my state pension kicks in, but that's not going to be for another 2 years or so. So anyway, that's my little video with regard to why I think you should retire as early as you can, for as long as you can, whilst you can, because getting old does not last for very long. Okay, down to Wetherspoons for a cup of coffee. Bye for now.